One was Jswipe and one was Hinge. They each are very different. Jswipe has a lot of nonsense out there, and you just kind of have to filter out the either girls, or if you're a girl, you're looking for a guy that are not serious.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, if you weed out the beans, as we like to call it, from the chomet, and you get to the meat, then you'll have some good quality people there. And then if you're good at judging character, you can actually meet very, very good, healthy people and have a healthy relationship. And that was where I found one of my most healthiest, best relationships.
It worked out for you.
Well, it worked out for about 3 months.
Oh, is that a long time in the dating app community?
I would say that's a good amount of time. Most people go on one date and one and done and don't go back. But I met a couple of girls through Jswipe after judging them, on their personality, if they're nice, if they're genuine. Going out with them, they typically are nice. And this one girl, she was a really sweet girl, ends up after 3 months, not for me. The next person met on Hinge during Corona, and this was probably like the healthiest and the funnest relationship I've had. It lasted about a year. Ultimately, it came down to fundamentals, and we needed to separate for a number of reasons. But it was a good experience from the sense that we ended it off on good terms, and we both agreed that we both had a good time and had no regrets, and we ended off on excellent terms, and I think it was successful.
See, what you just pointed out there was we. So you're taking responsibility, and you're the one who's initiating, you're the one who's planning. She has to yield or just go along with it, not yield. So there's a trepidation from people who are getting set up for a Shadchan that, I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to have to deal with that.
That's correct.
Is it,
yep.
Ally, should people be a little bit fearful of that taking that responsibility and having to set yourself up, having to break up, having to go out, having to do that communication? Because in Shidduchim, you don't have to do that at all.
Like seeing dating like another chore almost, like checking
It's
the apps as like a morning
Yeah.
routine. Like I do the dishes, I'll check the apps. Did I get any messages? Exactly. I hate that. Personally, I feel like it's just so personal. For me, dating apps are so like, why automate something that I just personally want to feel as more organic, just more organic, really. And so I just I definitely feel like apps are good for when you need that quick fix relationship, like you're lonely, like you're deeply lonely, or you're in a foreign country and you're looking for companionship, then dating apps can be super useful then. But it's like do you want to tell your kids we met on an app? If you do, yes. For me, I would just rather not. I don't see that as part of my journey. But I feel like it's so personal.
Nobody talks Shidduchim. This is the Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast.